Good morning, children. In our last class, we learned about the sex linked inheritance. That is, the presence of particular kind of recessive gene on X chromosome or Y chromosome. Here we learned about the color blindness and hemophilia, that are the particular traits or genes, recessive genes that present on the X chromosome. Here in the case 1 we learned here you can see in this side the chromosomes of father, the genes, that X and Y genes of father, and here X and X normal mother and her X chromosomes are distributed in one side. How it combine? This X pair with the recessive containing X from the father, that form a carrier daughter. Here the the presence of trait is shown here. Here this X combined with the Y chromosome, a normal son is produced that does not contain any recessive gene because the father is color blind here. This X chromosome combined with this carrier X, a carrier daughter is formed here. Then again, this normal X from the mother combined with the Y chromosome of father here, and X and Y. Here the normal X is coming from the mother. So in son's body, he has only the normal genes. Here you can see two carrier daughters are here. At the same time, the sons are normal son here. In the case 2, you can see that a carrier mother and a normal father here. You can see the mother's chromosomes at the time of gamete formation, the pair of chromosomes separate and the carrier X here and normal X here. Then from the father's side, X and Y chromosome, that is at the gamete formation, this also X and Y become separated. If the X and X from mother, the carrier X make pair with the normal X, a carrier daughter may form. Then the carrier X, if it combine with Y, then a color blind son may be produced here. You know that because the Y chromosome is a smaller chromosome, it cannot pair with the X, so that the presence of the trait may be expressed externally or phenotypically. We can see the character in the body of son. Then the normal X combined with the normal X chromosome from father, a normal daughter may be produced. Here from the mother normal X, it combined with the Y chromosome from father, a normal son also may be produced here. In the case 3, we have to work out. Think of the possibility of a marriage between a carrier woman and X and carrier X and a color blind man, carrier X and Y. Is there a possibility of the birth of a color blind daughter? Work out the progeny in the following Punnett square. Let us do it ourselves. Carrier woman, so that two kinds of X may be produced from the mother. That you can see that here you can mark it carrier X and normal X here. Here we can write it as the colorblind man, his gametes may be a carrier X and a normal Y may be from here. If these two combine together, a carrier X from the mother and a carrier X from father, that is a colorblind daughter, because both the genes are recessive, so this character may be expressed in the body of that individual. Then if this carrier X combine with the Y, carrier X from the mother and the Y, that will be a colorblind son, because there is no X chromosome to pair with it, so the Y chromosome is very small, so the character will be expressed in the body of that individual. Then here the normal X combined with the father's carrier X with this X, a carrier daughter may be produced. Then again the normal X combined with the Y, normal X combined with the Y, a normal son also may be produced. So how we can write this? Two colorblind, one girl and one boy is colorblind, and a carrier daughter and a normal male also may be produced in this generation. Then here also another question given in the textbook. Here it is the picture of a free earlobe and it is an attached earlobe here. You learned in the previous page, you can see that the earlobe, the characteristic earlobe, the free earlobe is a dominant trait. Some of the recessive traits and dominant traits are given in the textbook. From that we know that the free earlobe is a dominant trait. So it is the picture of the free earlobe and it is the attached earlobe here. You can see that here you learned in the previous pedigree chart, we learned before, so that you can understand that the hollow structure is showing non-tracing. It is not, we cannot trace the character. A normal person may be shown in the hollow figure. The round hollow structure, round show, it is not tracing the character. Only the bold structures are showing the circle or square showing that symbol showing the tracing of the character. Here you can see the free earlobe. It is a dominant trait from the mother side, and from the father side the character is not shown here. So then in the next generation, in their children, you can see one boy and one girl. The round is showing the female and the square is showing the male. One male and one female is showing the that trait of the recessive traits we can see. From that we can understand that both the parents will have that recessive gene. They may be heterozygous. So that from both the parents they got, these are the recessive trait. The attached earlobe. Attached earlobe is a recessive trait. So these individuals got it from that pair of gene may be coming from father and mother. They got each gene, that recessive trait. So we can understand that the parents may be heterozygous. Here you can see attached earlobe here. So from this we can understand that both the male and female, they will have the recessive traits. They are homozygous. So their children also got only the genes of the attached earlobe. That is a recessive trait. So they can distribute only the recessive genes, so that all the children showed that recessive traits. Here some questions are there. What is the difference indicated by square and circle? Square indicate the males and circles indicate the female. Solid symbol and hollow symbol. Solid symbol show that character the normal persons may be showed by the solid symbol, and the hollow symbol, solid symbol show that tracing of the character, and the hollow symbol show that character is not here. You learned the solid symbol indicate the character being traced, and the hollow may be non-tracing, that person may be normal. Then which trait? Free earlobe or attached earlobe is a dominant. Free earlobe is the dominant trait. Then family B has all children of one type only, whereas family A has both type. Parents in which the family are heterozygous for the character. Family B has all children of one type only, whereas the family A has both types. Parents in which family are heterozygous for the character? The family of A will have the heterozygous character. Family A will have the heterozygous character. Here also another polydactyly. It is also a dominant character. Polydactyly is also a dominant character. So here you can see the father has the polydactyly. 6 or more fingers may be there. Here also a case is described here. With 7 fingers in each hand and 10 toes in each foot. Thus 34 digits in all in case of this boy. So the polydactyly meaning more than 5 fingers. That is the case shown here. Here mother and father. It is a dominant trait, so that from the father the gene is given to a daughter and son. So they are showing the character. Father may be heterozygous, so that from the mother normal gene came, and the father polydactyly that kind of gene came from the father.